Hi, I'm Karen. Have you ever thought about how someone who shares your blood could try to destroy everything you've worked tirelessly to achieve? I never imagined that owning Healing Paws, the city's leading animal clinic, would make me the black sheep of my family. At 28, I built this hospital from scratch, performing life-saving procedures that other vets wouldn't even dare attempt. But to my sister Patricia, I'm simply playing with animals. Another stray, she scoffed one day, her designer heels clicking as she dropped off her husband's golden retriever. Max, when are you going to start doing something that matters? I kept my voice composed. That stray is a police canine who just took a bullet in the line of duty. Patricia barely glanced at me, likely distracted by her investment banking alerts. She didn't even notice her daughter, Jennifer, rushing in with her volunteer badge. Ask you. Aunt Sal, will Scout be okay? Jennifer asked, her voice quivering with concern for the wounded dog. Before I could respond, Patricia cut in with a sharp tone. With your aunt's little hobby, he'll be lucky to make it. Jennifer shot her a disapproving look. Mom, stop it. Aunt Sal saves lives. Yesterday, she performed a 7-hour surgery on. Enough, Jennifer, Patricia snapped. Go get your father's dog. We're leaving. Later that evening, my parents came by, not to check on Scout or my clinic, but to lecture me, as usual. Sweetheart, my mom began, her voice dripping with disdain, Patricia just sealed another multi-million-dollar deal. You could have been like her if you'd just listened to us. Instead of appreciating the clinic's cutting-edge equipment, my dad sighed in disappointment. You chose to squander your potential. After they left, Philip, Patricia's husband, quietly returned with Max. Sorry about earlier, he muttered. Patricia doesn't know I'm here, but Max needs his checkup. It's fine, Philip, I reassured him. How's Jennifer? She misses you, he admitted. She wants to be a vet, but you know how Patricia is. He handed me an envelope. Jennifer asked me to give this to you personally. It's an invitation to her graduation. Patricia doesn't know. She flipped out when she found out, but Jennifer doesn't care. She says you're her hero. I opened the envelope and felt tears well up as I read Jennifer's note. Please come, Aunt Sal. I don't care what Mom says. You're the only one who shows me it's okay to follow my heart. Looking around at the framed photos of animals I'd saved and the heartfelt thank you notes from grateful families, I knew I'd made the right choice. Patricia might have the family's approval, but I had something far better, purpose, passion, and the love of a niece who believed in me. But little did I know, Jennifer's graduation would become the moment everything would change. The hall buzzed with excitement as graduates and families filled the space. I arrived late, still wearing scrubs after an emergency surgery to save Officer Martinez's canine partner. I scrubbed my hands, but blood still stained my nails. Patricia's voice cut through the noise like a dagger. Who let the dog doctor in? This is a respectable ceremony, not a pet show. I tried to stay calm, but she wasn't finished. Couldn't even bother to dress properly? Scrubs, Karen? To my daughter's graduation? I saved a life today, Patricia, I replied evenly. A police dog who took a bullet. A dog, she spat. Always with the dogs. You're an embarrassment to this family. Harvard Medical School wanted you, and you threw it all away to play Dr. Dolittle. Before I could speak, Jennifer rushed over in her graduation gown. Mom, stop. Aunt Sal just saved Scout, Officer Martinez's partner. She's a hero. Hero? Patricia sneered, her voice growing louder for all to hear. She's Dr. Dolittle, while I manage multi-million-dollar portfolios. That's not heroic. That's pathetic. Heads turned, and phones began discreetly recording the confrontation. Patricia seemed to relish the attention. You know what's really sad, she said, turning to Jennifer. Your aunt runs a charity clinic for stray animals when she could have been somebody. And now you want to follow her? If you think I'm paying for vet school, you're delusional. Jennifer's voice cracked with anger. Mom, Aunt Sal saved the mayor's horse last month. She's the most respected vet in the city. Enough, Patricia snapped. No daughter of mine is going to waste her life playing Dr. Dolittle in some back alley. Philip remained silent, his phone recording every word. For the first time, his eyes met mine, and I saw something new, a flicker of disgust. Not for me, but for his wife. You want to talk about wasting lives, Patricia? I said, my voice steady despite the tremor in my hands. I save lives every day. What do you do, move money around and tear people down? Patricia's face twisted into fury. Security. This woman is harassing me at my daughter's graduation. She's unstable, probably rabid from all those filthy animals. Before I could respond, Jennifer stepped between us, tears streaming down her face. The only unstable one here is you, Mom. Aunt Sal spent 6 hours today saving a police dog while you were getting a massage. She builds people up. You tear them down. I'm proud to call her my aunt. And I'm going to vet school, whether you like it or not. A security guard approached, but instead of escorting me out, he extended his hand. Dr. Karen, he said with a warm smile. You saved my daughter's horse last summer. It's an honor to meet you. Patricia's face turned crimson as whispers spread through the crowd. I caught Philip's small, satisfied grin as he kept recording. Jennifer stood by me, proud and unshaken. But Patricia's eyes held a darker, more dangerous glint. She wasn't finished. Later, back at my clinic, the drama from the graduation still lingered in the air. Jennifer sat in my office, her hands trembling as she pulled out a leather-bound journal from her backpack. There's something you need to see, Aunt Sal, she said, her voice tight. I opened the journal and froze. It was one of Patricia's old diaries. The elegant handwriting stood in stark contrast to the venom written inside. All anyone ever talks about is perfect Karen and her perfect grades, one entry read. But they'll see. I'll make sure everyone sees the truth about her, how much of a failure she really is. My phone buzzed, and I saw a message from Philip, turn on Channel 7, now. The local news was showing Patricia at a charity event, smiling for the cameras while delivering a speech. Organizing this animal rescue effort has been such a privilege, she said, with a tone that almost made me gag. My stomach dropped. It was my rescue operation. She had been riding on my success for years. Philip followed up with another message. Those donations she brags about? Lies. She's never contributed a penny. She's been using your work to climb the social ladder. Jennifer flipped through more of Patricia's old diary, her face turning white. Look at this, she said, her voice shaky. Mom intentionally scheduled family events on your busiest surgery days, telling everyone you chose animals over family. She even paid someone to spread rumors about your clinic. The discoveries just kept coming. My phone buzzed again, this time a text from Nancy, one of Patricia's colleagues. You need to know something. Patricia's been stealing everyone's work at the bank. She took my proposal last week, and now others are coming forward too. Jennifer showed me a string of messages from local moms. Remember Mrs. Anderson's fundraiser? She asked. Mom didn't just mock her daughter's dress. She spread rumors that got her kicked off the school board. There are dozens of stories like this. My hands clenched around the diary as Jennifer turned to one of the last entries. Karen thinks she's so special with her little animal hospital. But what happens when no one trusts their precious pets with a vet who lost her license? A few well-placed rumors should take care of it. Before I could respond, Philip burst into the room, looking pale. She's planning something big, he said, his voice tense. I overheard her on the phone. She's trying to get your clinic investigated. After what happened at the graduation, she's desperate. Why does she hate me so much? I asked, the weight of years of sabotage feeling heavier than ever. Jennifer hesitated before turning to the final page of the journal. Her voice trembled as she read aloud. Everyone loves Karen because she's real. They see through my perfect life, my perfect clothes, my perfect lies. She has everything I'll never have, respect, purpose, real love, and I'll destroy her for it. My phone exploded with notifications. Patricia's colleagues were coming forward on social media, exposing her toxic behavior over the years. Her flawless image was crumbling right before our eyes. Philip's face hardened as he read the journal entry over Jennifer's shoulder. This ends now, he said firmly. She's not just toxic, she's dangerous, and I'm not going to let her hurt anyone else. Looking at all the evidence stacking up around us, I realized something. This wasn't just about me anymore. Patricia had manipulated so many lives along the way. But as her facade began to fall apart, one thought kept echoing in my mind. What would a cornered snake do next? The morning dawned gray as Patricia stormed into her office. only to be met with the sight of her belongings packed neatly into boxes. 2 security guards stood nearby, along with the HR director, holding a thick file. Misconduct, harassment, falsifying credentials, stealing colleagues' work, the director stated coldly. We've received over 20 complaints. Your promotion is revoked, and your employment is terminated, effective immediately. Patricia's scream echoed through the building. This is all Karen's fault, that pathetic pet doctor. Her former assistant stepped forward, phone in hand, recording everything. Your downfall is all on you, she said, her voice steady. Meanwhile, across town in a posh law office, Philip signed the final divorce papers. I want full custody of Max, he said with conviction. I've documented Patricia's cruelty to animals. She kicked him last week for shedding on her designer rug. My phone rang with an excited call from Jennifer. Aunt Sal, Cornell Vet School, full ride. They loved the recommendation letters from Officer Martinez and the K-9 unit. Don't tell your mom, I started, but Jennifer interrupted. Mom's too busy watching her life fall apart, she said. The country club group chat is on fire. Remember Mrs. Harrison's charity auction? Mom sabotaged it. Everyone's sharing stories now. She's been uninvited from every event this season. The clinic door chimed, and I looked up to see my parents entering, their faces frazzled. My dad held up his phone, showing me a viral video of Patricia's breakdown at the office. Honey, my mom's voice trembled as tears welled up in her eyes. We saw your segment on the news, the therapy animals for the children's hospital, the rescue operations, the K-9 unit. We were so wrong about you. Before I could respond, my assistant rushed in, her voice urgent. Dr. Karen, the mayor's here, with Scout, and the entire K-9 unit. The clinic was suddenly filled with uniformed officers, rescued animals, and grateful clients. The mayor approached and presented me with a Community Service Award as news cameras captured the moment. Among the crowd, Patricia's former social circle stood, clearly uncomfortable in their designer clothes, surrounded by scrubs, uniforms, and everyday people. Mrs. Peterson, once the social chair, approached hesitantly. We had no idea who Patricia really was, she admitted. She portrayed you as a failure, but you're the one actually making a difference. I looked around at my clinic, the walls lined with thank you notes, photos of animals saved, and the faces of people whose lives had been touched. For the first time, I truly understood the impact of what I had built. Patricia had lost everything she valued: status, power, control. But I had gained something she would never have: genuine love, respect, and purpose. Her perfect image had shattered, revealing the emptiness beneath it. And meanwhile, my so-called shameful career had created a legacy of healing and hope. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't in getting even. It's in getting better. Have you noticed how toxic people often hide behind perfect facades? What hurts more, public humiliation or years of silent sabotage? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Stay stunned.